Yeah, Sean B. Stoll, I'm back in the building, huh? Back in the building. You know, we got a lot to talk about, right? We got a lot to conversate about tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot going on in the Bay Area right now. There's a lot of things going on. You know what I mean? The Bay Area, we're going through a lot of, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if we're not in a recession, we kind of like in a reset. And with the, I got to say, with the inflation, with not a lot of job opportunities, especially in Oakland, California. You feel me? Out in Oakland, I mean, we feeling it all over the Bay. You know what I'm saying? In some type of way. But in Oakland, I personally feel like there's a lot of hardship going on, especially, if you look around at the space at the sports situation, you know what I mean? You look at the fact that the Warriors went from Oakland to San Francisco. You feel me? The Raiders went to Las Vegas, right? And the A's will be soon to leave Oakland to go to Vegas as well. So if you really break that down, right? Look how much that affects just the local community. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of jobs, a lot of different hustles, different opportunities that surrounding sports. You know what I mean? And it's not just the sport. I wouldn't say it's the sport team's fault. It's bigger than that, right? You know what I'm saying? Because for years I know that the Raiders were trying to get a new stadium, and they just couldn't get a deal. They couldn't get the right deal. Where everybody was happy. We seen what happened with that, right? Same thing with the A's. You know what I'm saying? Now they going to Vegas. So the surrounding community in the Oakland area, that a lot of people was working at those, at them stadiums. A lot of people were working, in junction of the stadium and the opportunity that they bring, selling t-shirts and just so many different business avenues that involved, surrounding, the venues. You know what I'm saying? So, and on top of that, the Bay Area, if you do your research, we one of the highest areas, you know what I'm saying, to stay in, next to New York and um, even I would say Florida, certain parts of Florida, what I'm saying, Miami area, from my understanding, it's pretty expensive. But I would say specifically the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying, it's very expensive to live out here. California in general, it's a lot of taxes out here. So, you may make a lot, but it also you don't make as much when you balance it out after you pay all your taxes. You feel me? So when you add all that together, and then you put in the fact that, a lot of people, unfortunately, is not making a lot of money out here, you know what I mean? In a sense of to afford to live in this high cost area. You know what I'm saying? So when I think about Oakland, right? And I love Oakland, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Richmond, but I always, did a lot of business out of Oakland, you know what I'm saying? Especially off of Hagenberger, you know what I'm saying? That's right next to the airport. And, if you haven't seen, I got in my community section, there's a video the news is talking about, you know, Gavin Newsom, the mayor of Oakland, you know, uh, they looking to try to slow down the crime. I'm pretty sure you can't completely eliminate it, but at least slow it down to where people feel comfortable going to a local store. You know what I'm saying? And it's just real bad, and it's reflecting the whole Bay Area in the sense of the unbalancedness of the cost of living, the unbalance, even with the wage increase. It's so expensive out here. You know what I mean? Because I'll be honest with you, when you get down to where the 49ers play, San Jose, Santa Clara area, even if you make $100,000 a year in that area, I'll say from Frisco all the way towards San Jose, making $100,000 a year is considered low income. You feel me? Low income. If you make it, if you working in Frisco, you work in San Jose, all the way from Frisco to Union City, you know what I'm saying? Daly City, all the way to San Jose, all them cities, Newark, all those places going through there. You have to understand, man, 100,000 a year, that's considered low income out there. You feel me? Because the cost of living is so high. Now, granted, there are some jobs, some major corporations that pay pretty well, but the balance is way off in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a little bit cheaper, like where I'm at in Richmond, California. It's a little bit cheaper here, but it's still expensive though. Don't get it twisted. So you have a lot of people from the Bay Area that move out to Vallejo, which is, fairly price, but when you add in the the cost of the bridge toll, and now from my understanding, even with the when you commute in now, what I'm hearing also, they looking to add in where you pay so many mileage that you drive on the freeway. So in the Bay Area, not just the bridge toll, right? You also gonna have to pay for the mileage depending on how far you live, to come into the Bay Area. So let's say you stay in Fairfield, which is roughly, that's like an hour. I would say about an hour away from like the Oakland area. You know what I'm saying? And if you're coming all the way from Sacramento, which is roughly 2 hours away, you know, just imagine how much you would pay for your mileage, what they're going to charge you for the distance of the mileage plus bridge toll. You got to understand, man, it's a different type of animal out here. So when you add all that in together, right? And then you look at, Oakland specifically, right? How a lot of residents are really, struggling to hold on. You know what I mean? And what that creates is desperate situations. You know what I mean? It really creates desperate situations. And I'm not here to, to make it seem like it's cool to do something, some type of violent act to anybody. I'm not supporting that in any type of way. But what I'm saying is when things, when financial situations occur and people that's already barely holding on get put in even a deeper financial restraint, get into a deeper hole of finances, barely holding on. Some people, you know what I'm saying, they can't handle it and they resort to criminal activity. You know what I mean? They really do. So the thing what it is, it's like you got to understand that. You know, what's up? Hold on. So that's the thing. And my whole point is, does crime pay? You feel me? Does crime pay? You feel me? It's like, come on, man. You know what I mean? And it's getting to a point where I was watching the news a little bit earlier, and they were talking about even when you go to a gas station in Oakland, man, you go to a gas station while you pumping gas, somebody is breaking into your car. You feel me? It was, they sent down there off Hagenberger, right? You got it where somebody has to sit in the car while you pump gas because somebody try to break into your car while you pumping gas, bruh. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And if the thing of it is, right, in a way I get it, but in a whole nother way I don't get it because the whole point of it is it's like you work hard for what you have. You work hard to achieve the things that you're able to achieve, right? And then for somebody just to break into your car, somebody to, steal your car, rob you because you worked hard to put yourself in position to get the things that you acquired, right? You feel me? So I really that really makes me mad because it's like, if you a go getter in life, you are the type to go out here and make things happen. and then somebody just want to come in and take it because they can't put themselves in position. Like I'm really offended by that. You feel me? And so for anybody that, you know what I'm saying, that's been robbed or car broken into, bipping windows, you feel me? I feel for you, man. You know what I mean? I really do feel for you. But on the flip side, if somebody's struggling that bad, I mean, I get why you trying to get money, but this ain't the way to do it, man. This is not the way to do it. Because if you haven't been paying attention, you got Gavin Newsom, you know what I'm saying? The mayor of Oakland, they about to have over 120 highway patrol officers added. They're going to have them added to the Oakland Police Department. You know what I'm saying? To help curb some of the criminal activity that's going on out there. So what does that really mean, right? To me, I take it as it's going to be a lot more random pulling over. You know what I'm saying? Now, regular people in the neighborhood that's just trying to do go to school, drop the kids off, and, you know, do the things they need to do for themselves and for their family, they will be affected. They're going to be affected and pulled over. Hopefully they don't get harassed, but if you don't have the right complexion, right? So I feel for folks, you know what I'm saying, in Oakland, because I'm in Richmond. I'm about 15, 20 minutes away. And like I said, the highway patrol, they not just covering Oakland, they also covering the surrounding areas. So they may even come close down to my city. You feel me? They say they're gonna have a canine unit out there. They're gonna have additional license plate readers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I tried to tell you about that digital reputation. You wasn't feeling me though. Y'all wasn't feeling me though. So they about to have additional license plate readers, canine unit, highway patrol. And for Oakland, if you're not familiar, in Oakland right now, the law is for the Oakland PD, they cannot chase you. That's one of the reasons why, in the car, they can't do a high pursuit. The Oakland Police Department cannot do a high, you know what I'm saying? They can't do like a car pursuit after criminal individuals for the fact that they don't want to risk, bystanders being injured and stuff like that. But when the highway patrol comes in, they don't have to abide by the Oakland laws. That's the reason why. Another reason they're coming in, because the highway patrol is above the regular police department in Oakland in the sense of they can cover more area. They can go. They're able to go a whole lot further than just what the Oakland Police Department can do. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna find out if crime do pay in Oakland. You feel me? Because Oakland is a beautiful city. If it's set up, if it's taken care of in the right way. You know what I mean? But right now, man, it's just man, stuff is just really messed up right now. You feel me? And it's like I don't think it's going to get no better no time soon in the sense of what the community, what the Oakland community residents is really dealing with for the most part. I mean, all of the Bay we affected. Don't get it twisted, but out there because of lack of opportunity, lack of options and things like that. That's why you have people doing more drastic and desperate measures. You feel me? And it's really a shame because, like I said, Oakland is a beautiful city. You know what I mean? Hold up. You know? Come on. Just give me a second. Wait a minute. My screen acting up. Okay, there we go. And it's like Oakland really is a beautiful city because, like, excuse me, when a lot of big acts come out here, even for music, I seen the Future concert there in Oakland at the Oakland Arena. Nicki Minaj is coming to the Oakland Arena. You know what I mean? So Oakland is really a beautiful city when it's cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? And right now, like I said, it's just the city is being affected because of lack of opportunity. The cost inflation. I mean, for rent, especially out here in the Bay Area, has went up. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are being affected, and unfortunately, the ones that were barely holding on is even in a worse position than what they were. And this is why one of the reasons, in my opinion, the crime rate has went up. And I'm not here to, make it seem like that's cool or that's okay. Absolutely not. I don't support that in any type of way. You feel me? Because it's like you work hard for what you have, especially out here in the Bay Area, man. You work extremely hard for everything you have out here, man. And for the ones who really able to achieve and go up and beyond, you know what I mean? It's like you be in that situation, it's like you get penalized for you want to live a certain type of lifestyle for yourself. You know what I mean? And this is why another reason why all that street talk and I represent this street corner stop sign front porch. I don't respect none of that because where's all these real individuals trying to help the community in a sense of not allowing somebody getting their car robbed when they going into Walmart. Oh, my bad, y'all don't have a Walmart in Oakland no more, huh? You know what I'm saying? You trying to go to In-N-Out Burger and get you you know what I'm saying? Get you some animal fries and get you that 4x4 or that 3x3, huh? You come back, man, your car is sitting on 4 bricks, bruh. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's why I say, man, don't never talk to me about no street real what? Because what are you real for? When you when you need to be real, you ain't nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So what are you really representing, man? So that's why I talk from a grown man point of view, grown folk conversation. That's what I'm about. I ain't with no damn street activity because what is the street activity doing for anybody that's doing right and out here living in their best life and ain't affecting your bottom line? They ain't got nothing to do with your street activity, but yet you want to take everything from them because they in a better position than you. You feel me? So when it comes to that street talk, man, I don't respect none of that, bruh. Straight up. I can care less who you represent. I can care less what block you claim, how long you been there, you know what I mean, your uncle, your daddy, man. I don't want to hear none of that shit, bruh. You feel me? Like straight up, bruh. And I've done several videos about that, but it's just, I just get so irritated when I hear those type of conversations or I hear people talking about how they grew up in a certain neighborhood and, it is what it is. Nah, bruh. It's only it is what it is because you still allowing that. You still living under some fake ass straight street mentality that don't even make sense. Because if y'all was so street and y'all so hood in your neighborhood, why you ain't protecting your neighborhood? You feel me? You wouldn't have 120 highway patrol officers coming out to, you know what I mean, take control of your block. Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? So don't talk no street conversation with me, man. I don't respect none of y'all, bruh. All y'all are garbage bags to me, bruh. You feel me? That's what I stand on. You know what I mean? A grown ass man talking about, man, I represent this. And then what you represent don't do nothing for who does that benefit? Because y'all so gangster, but y'all ain't stopping nobody from, breaking into an old lady car. You feel me? Breaking into somebody's house. But you a real, come on, man. Miss me with that, you know? But I'm just saying though. But it's like the more I think about it, right? The more I think about it also, I look at it from a different angle too, right? Because this has been going on in Oakland for a while. Car break-ins, you know what I'm saying? Robberies, car theft. This has been going on a while in the Oakland area and the surrounding area as well. But it's kind of funny to me, right? It's a little funny to me for, for the mayor, for the governor, all these people in powerful positions, right? It's a little funny how they will all want to get active right now. And what's going on right now? We have we about to have the presidency going on, you know what I'm saying? We're going to vote. So this is basically, are they trying to make the city look a certain type of way or show that they're doing certain things so they can continue getting the votes for them to stay in the office? You know what I'm saying? Is this some type of PR stunt? Because where was this support last year? You know what I'm saying? Where was this, wanting to control the neighborhood and, protect the civilians and, the innocent people that's out here just living a life? Where was this support a year ago, 2 years ago? You know what I'm saying? It's just all kind of funny how, you know, the governor and, the mayor and all these different entities want to get involved now to try to slow down the crime out in the Oakland area. You feel me? So it's just kind of funny how it's election year and now everybody want to get focused. They want to get focused and, oh, we got to stop the crime and I'm going to deploy 120 additional CHPs and you know what I'm saying? We're going to do all these different things to try to, slow down this crime wave that's happening, out in the Bay Area. So it's kind of funny to me when I think about it, right? That they're starting to do that right now. Huh? You know what I'm saying? It's just mighty funny to me how they want to get active right now and want to try to get this thing nipped in the bud now, huh? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, and it make you really wonder. At least it makes me wonder, like, if it is the case because it's election year, how much do you really care about the city? You know what I'm saying? How much you really care about the community? Huh? How much you really care about individuals? You feel me? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And it's like, I don't get it. I do not get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like all of a sudden, everybody want to get active. They want to, for the city wise, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? The politicians and all these people in powerful positions are now wanting to get into action mode and, want to send all these additional officers and highway patrol out there to get this resolved, or we know we got to stop this in 2024. Okay. Okay. I guess it's a good thing for the fact that at least if this does work out, right? At least, you know, this will be able to help the residents. You know what I'm saying? Because I was watching the news earlier and they were saying they were scared just to go out, and put their trash out. You know what I'm saying? They scared to, walk down a block in a neighborhood because of the crime. The crime wave is just ridiculous out there. You know? And San Francisco is no better. They have a fentanyl issue out in San Francisco. So I mean, the Bay right now is just going through a lot of just going through a lot right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, man. So I guess we're gonna find out what's the benefit having all these additional officers. We're gonna find out what's the end result and how much this really do affect, the community, Oakland, the surrounding area, and if this will put a stop or, you know, slow down, all the criminal activity that's going on, because with them adding additional 120 highway patrol officers, man, I remember years ago, I was in Oakland, and I told this story before, but I had just got me a Mercedes, the CLK 430, the same one they drive in Belly, in the movie Belly. Excuse me. In the movie Belly, DMX, he was driving this CLK 430 with the you know what I'm saying, with the egg headlights, the fish head egg lights. Man, I had the same exact one that DMX had in the movie Belly, but mine was blue. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even trying to stunt. I had my name in the had it stitched in the I had put in brand new interior. You feel me? And had my name stitched into the back seats, but that's a whole different conversation. But anyway, I had just got my COK 430, 2003. I'm driving down Martin Luther King out there in Oakland, California. So I'm sliding through, you feel me? I'm about to go pick up my little shorty, you feel me? Because, I'm a fly guy. So I was about to go pick my shorty up. We was about to go eat, you feel me? And as I'm sliding through the city, you know what I'm saying? I'm riding, knocking my music because, if you know anything about the Mercedes, especially the ones from the 02, 03, the sound system was banging, man. It was straight slapping. Sound system was knocking, bruh. I'm riding through and they had a checkpoint, which I didn't even know. Now, this wasn't a regular checkpoint. This is one of the ones where as you driving, they just pull up on you and tell you to pull over. This is what happened to me in the early 2000s out there in Oakland. And what I didn't know what was going on was going down Martin Luther King, driving down Martin Luther King. At certain points of the street, the police were doing like a raid or a sting, I guess you could say. And because you see this black man, you feel me, and a new Mercedes Benz, they just assumed I had warrants. They assumed I maybe had something illegal in the car, or I was on some type of parole or something like that, which none of the above. I didn't have any of that, right? So they pulled me over, and now when they pulled me over, I wasn't speeding or anything. I'm driving the speed limit. I even turned my music down once I seen what was going down, right? And when he pulled me over, he didn't ask me for my registration. He just went straight to my license. He was like, "Can I see your license, please? You got your license?" I'm like, "Absolutely." You feel me? I gave him my license. He was like, "All right, hold on for a moment." So I'm sitting there, and I know what he's doing. He's running my name in the system, on a computer. Come back, green colors. Of course. I'm a working man. I'm not a street dude. I work hard for everything I have. I may look like I'm a street dude because of the type of car I drive, but that just came from hard work, not from me pushing peas, not from me sliding on individuals, not from me scamming from nobody. I got everything I got in life from hard work and dedication. You feel me? So he run my information, Everything come back green, clean. You know what I'm saying? Clean it in the board of health, man. You feel me? We call that Charlie out here. It was clean. You know what I mean? I'm clean, man. Call me Charlie, man. You feel me? So he run my driver's license, come back, nothing on my jacket, don't have nothing on me. I don't have no warrants. I'm not on parole. So he just handed me my license back and told me have a good day. You feel me? Now, was that illegal? He didn't tell me what he pulled me over for. He didn't say any of that. When he pulled me over, he said, "Let me see your license." He didn't ask me for registration. He didn't ask me for proof of insurance. He just pulled me over and said, "Let me see your license." Straight like that. So fast forwarding until today, right? If any of this is happening today, like it happened to me in the early 2000s, man, I only can imagine if it's going to be anything worse than that. You feel me? It's a sad situation, man. Let alone I'm a black man, right? Young black man at the time. You know what I'm saying? And a fairly new, inexpensive Mercedes. So they just knew that they had something on me. The police wise, who I'm talking about, they couldn't fathom a guy in his early 20s pushing a foreign vehicle in his name. You feel me? And I don't have no warrants. I'm not on parole. You know what I'm saying? They didn't smell no weed coming out the car, none of that. They just pulled me over. Seen I was riding that COK 430, you know, the one that DMX had in Belly. Yeah, I was in that. They pulled me over and just asked me for my license, bro. No registration, no car insurance. They didn't ask for none of that. So I'm saying that to say this. If anything that I went through back in the early 2000s, it only can be, added to a whole nother level if it happens today with all these extra police, or I should say the highway patrol that's being added out there in Oakland. 120 additional highway patrol is going to be added to the police department in Oakland, California. So I'm saying that to say this. The experience I had in the early 2000s with them adding this many police officers in Oakland, I only can imagine what they may be going through. And then don't let it be, you know what I'm saying, some type of crooked cop or something like that. I'm not saying that they are, but unfortunately, not everybody's perfect, right? You know what I mean? So I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but for anybody need to hear this, man. The Bay Area is a nice place to live, but it's very expensive. And if you're not really a real hustler, go getter, this ain't the place for you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless you stand with relatives, unless you stand with somebody that's already in position, it's gonna be a tough place for you to build out here. You feel me? That's why a lot of people work in the Bay, but they stay way out. You know what I'm saying? Sacramento, Stockton, Modesto. You know what I'm saying? They stay way out. Vallejo is not too far, but you know, another thing too, you got to deal with the Bay, like I was mentioning earlier. Not only you have bridge tow, they also thinking about adding in where you travel so many miles, you get charged for that. So as you driving down the freeway, if you stay 2 hours from the Bay Area and you work in the Bay Area, that 2 hour drive, you're gonna pay additional for so many miles you drive, plus the bridge tow. Ow, yeah, yeah, yeah. Huh? I gotta say yada da on that, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna find a way to sock it to your pockets, man. They gonna find a way to sock it to your pockets. You know what I mean? So I'm saying all that to say this. If all these different fees is going to be attached, you have less opportunity in certain parts of the Bay Area, like Oakland, right? For the people that's barely holding on, what you think that's going to make them do? I mean, be honest, they should just, if they have to move, you just have to move. But a lot of people don't want to do that, so they rather come and take what you have. You feel me? And I'm not condoning that. I'm not here. I don't accept that. I don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody forced you to continue to live in a location where you can't afford. Let's be honest. Or you have to figure out, you have to be more disciplined and figure out other ways to make more money. That's the reality of it. You feel me? Because I'm pretty sure in New York, you know what I'm saying, they dealing with the same thing. Because New York and California, in the Bay Area, say California in general, right? Outside of the country areas and the rural areas, and way up north, it's a very expensive place to live at. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you have to be a certain type of individual for you to maintain and thrive out here. That's why I talk so much about working and putting yourself in position and grinding. You know what I'm saying? Stay on your grit grind until you come up. It's a lot of sacrifices that have to be made for you to get to where you need to be in life, man. And a lot of people don't understand that, or they don't want to put in the work. You feel me? Because there's a lot of work involved with this, man. A lot of sacrifices put in with this. A lot of, months, weeks, sometimes years before you really get to where you need to be. But the question is, do you believe in yourself? Because if you believe in yourself, you won't have to go out here and take from somebody else. Because you eventually gonna get it. At some point in time, if you're a real go-getter, you're gonna be able to get to that bag at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of getting yourself in a certain position. And unfortunately, not everybody want to do that. Not everybody want to work for it. They rather work stealing it from you than for them to actually go out there and pursuing the things they need to get to. You feel? You know? So it's just a tough situation, man. It's a tough situation. And it's like, I really don't be knowing what really goes through a person's mind because after they steal somebody's stuff out the car, you have no idea actually what you're stealing, right? What if it's no value or no big enough value to whatever they're stealing? But I guess in that moment it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter as long as they get, you know what I mean? As long as they get your bag or they grab something they felt okay, this might be worth something. It's horrible, man. It really is. You know, and it's like I don't get it. I don't get it. And I wonder after you go through everything you go through, right? You out here, bipping windows, you out here, what I'm saying, taking this, taking that. Does it really add up? Does it really add up to, what I'm saying, for you really making a big significance, change in your life after you did all this, hustling and, for, you know what I'm saying, stealing from this person, taking that, robbing that. After you do all that, right? how long that money gonna really last you before you back out here doing the same thing again? Because I remember a few years back, right? It was these guys. Well, it was a group of people, right? Because I think it was girls involved too, but it was this group of individuals that was going around hitting all the Apple stores. If you from the Bay, you know what I'm saying right now. There was these group of people that was hitting the Apple stores out here in the Bay, and they were getting to it for about, I'll say, about a year or so. And hitting up all the Apple stores, going in there and taking all type of stuff, right? I just heard recently they caught every single one of them. So they had like a 12-month run. They had a 12-month run when they out there, you feel me, hitting all the Apple stores from the Bay to San Jose, San Rafael, I believe even Fairfield. They all out in Fairfield, California, stealing. Now, whatever they got for the products they stole, once they got caught, and that's all felonies, man. So is it really worth it? All that criminal activity, is it really worth it at the end of the day, man? You feel me? You made a nice little come up for now, but long term wise, once you get caught, it's over with for you. Especially with all this technology now. Like I said, we're in the digital era. So all they need is your eye scan, your fingerprint, your social security, your date of birth, and all your history just comes up. You know, some cases, all they need is your cell phone, and all your history comes up. You feel me? Because no matter whatever you do when it comes to using your cell phone, using computers, all that information, all that scanning that you do, that's being stored somewhere where somebody can pull that information anytime they want. I know y'all heard the thing where even when you delete messages, they have a way of going back and looking at them if they really need to. I'm just saying, though. Just saying, man. Especially on these different social media sites. You think you slick because you just deleted it. Okay. 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 We'll see how well you living after once you get caught up or once enough of your partners snitch. Yeah, because eventually they're gonna start snitching on you. Oh yeah. Eventually they will. I'm just saying. Don't say I didn't tell you. You feel me? Don't say I didn't try to warn you. Don't say that. Because I was trying to let you know. You feel me? I'm trying to help you out, trying to put you in position, put you up on game. You know what I mean? Is all that crime really worth it? Do crime pay, huh? I know it may pay right now in the moment, but does it really pay? Or do you really pay for the criminal activity that you have done? Think about it. You feel me? I mean, it's like you can do whatever you want to do in life, right? Especially here in the United States. It's a land of dreams and opportunities, man. You feel me? This is a country where you can be broke today and wake up a millionaire tomorrow. Huh? It's a possibility. You definitely had that possibility. The question is, how you gonna go about getting it though? You know what I'm saying? How you really gonna get active about it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's the question. Because I mean, there's so many different avenues to make money out here. You know what I'm saying? Legitimately or illegally, huh? But when your number get called, you feel me? When your number get called, when your partner get caught, you feel me? When somebody trying to set you up because they don't want to face them football numbers, what you gonna do then? Because like I said, out in Oakland, they looking to have additional 120 highway patrol officers added to the Oakland Police Department. Oh my goodness. Canine units. They're going to add in additional license plate readers. So, you feel me? So, y'all think y'all going to be really smart. Any criminal going to think they're going to be really smart. Oh, I just take my license plate off. Okay. Let's see how far you get with that. I'm just saying, man. Do crime really pay? I mean, you think you may have made a come up in that moment, but long term, does it really pay? I'm just saying though. I'm just saying. Because with all this technology and all these cameras everywhere, I mean, just like the thumbnail I have on this video. Somebody was pumping gas at a gas station and somebody ran up in their car at the same time to steal their belongings, man. I have a video in my community section where the news was talking to this person and they were saying that they have somebody in their car while they pumping gas. They have somebody in their car watching the vehicle. You feel me? Just because you lock your doors and roll up your windows, that don't help you, bro. Not out in Oakland. And I'm pretty sure that's not the only city that's going through that. Absolutely not. That's not the only city. But it's like, do crime really pay? Because all I see is at the end, you going to jail. You feel me? There's way too many cameras, especially that guy. You know what I'm saying? You could clearly see him in broad daylight. He didn't have no mask on or nothing. And see, they think they was slick because in Oakland, like I said earlier in this live, you know, the regular Oakland police officer cannot chase, you know, an individual for stealing out the store, especially in a car because of their laws. Their laws are set up where, you know, they don't want you chasing them because, you know, a bystander or an innocent person could be injured or, you know what I mean, or something worse happened to them in your pursuit. But with the highway patrol, they don't follow the guidelines of your local police department. You feel me? So they're able to go further and apply more pressure that the Oakland Police Department cannot do. So that's just telling me it's gonna be ugly out there, man. It's really gonna be ugly. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna have to pay the piper, man. You feel me? Somebody gonna have to pay the piper, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You feel me? And my thing is, man, with all this opportunity out here, what's wrong with you getting a job, bro? I know it ain't the cool thing you want to hear. I know this ain't the most poppinest thing. You know what I mean? Working a 9 to 5. Some people say it's slavery. Some people say you're working for the man. Well, hey, should I work for the man till I get in position to do something I want to do, right? Or should I go into illegal activity where if I get caught, not only I go to jail, not only this is going to be on my record forever, and as we in this digital era, everything is accessible. Not only that, but the other part is, guess what you're gonna be doing in jail? Some jails you actually work for them. You may work in the cafeteria, you may work, washing somebody else's drawers. But guess what? You're gonna have some type of job. And guess what? That job is going to pay you even less than what you would have made as a free individual. Make it make sense. Oh my goodness, man. Make it make sense. That's the part that kills me. You don't want to do this job. You don't want to work here. You don't want to do that. Okay. I hear you on that. Well, you don't want to do that, but you rather go to prison and work for what? 10 cents a day? You know what I'm saying? 30 cents a day? Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, man. You feel me? Because it doesn't. It does not. You know what I mean? That's why I be highly confused with these folks that say, man, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real, man. We about to do this. We about to run up in that. They get to acting stupid. We gonna handle some business. I guess everybody too cool to school, man. They're too cool to be in school. They too cool to have a job. They too cool to say, hey, man, I need to go out here and do this legitimately. Nah, yeah, I don't want none of that. Huh? I'm just saying, bro. Make it make sense to me. Because I'm highly confused. And I'm definitely do not have the understanding of how this would make sense to you. You feel me? But speaking of that, hold up. Let me see if I can put this in here. Because I meant to do this earlier. Do this earlier. Hold up. You know what I mean? Just hold on. Yeah.
Focus Allie was detailing in Oakland comes after two recent help.
Does it work?
Profile business closures there due to crime and the shooting death of an Oakland police officer who was killed while responding to a break-in at a cannabis business. Let us talk about what is happening in Oakland by welcoming Mayor Sheng Tao to the 9. Thanks for being with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
What will the CHP officers be doing and where will they be concentrated in Oakland?
Absolutely. I just want to say, first off, partnership is going to be key in regards to this regional approach. And I want to thank Governor Newsom for his hard
You
work
hear
in
that?
collaborating with the city of Oakland. You know, the first thing is we have to work aggressively to focus on prevention, enforcement, and accountability. And so we know these are criminal groups who are inflicting harm upon our community. And so with the CHP officers, a 900% increase, that was a partnership and a request on my part. And of course, as you heard, community leaders. And so we're all working together for one goal,
You hear that?
to make Oakland safer. You know, you already had a list of where the governor will be deploying the CHP officers, and they'll be working in partnership with OPD.
But if it's in your city, where would you or where will you concentrate those officers? Many people would say the Hagenberger corridor would be an obvious choice.
Hackenberger.
Absolutely. You know, the Hagenberger corridor, when we requested for the 6 CHP officers, some of the CHP officers were already deployed in that area. Obviously, we're going to need more support there. We're going to need more support in our business districts, right? And so that's the Fruitvale, that's, you know, Rockridge, that's downtown. And then we're going to need some traffic control and high presence and visibility in East Oakland. And so
East Oakland.
120 extra CHP officers of Oakland. So that's going to be very helpful when we talk about combating crime and ensuring that not only our community is safe.
You hear that? They about to increase police activity everywhere. Hagenberger, you know what I'm saying? All up and down Hagenberger, E14. They're gonna be all through Oakland, really trying to shut all y'all down. You feel me? I'm just saying.
But ensuring that we are bringing criminals to justice.
I'll repeat some numbers that Ali just ran down because they are, for many people, troubling. Last year saw a 21% increase in reports of violent incidents in Oakland, a 38% increase in robberies, 23% jump in burglaries, 45% increase in auto thefts, more than 100 homicides in Oakland here for the 4th year in a row. Given all this, what do you think is happening in your city right now?
Yeah, I mean, you hear that? I mean, you hear those numbers, though? Did you hear them numbers, man? This is why they about to crack down. Oakland is gonna be the streets gonna be clean as a whistle out there, man. The streets gonna be clean as a whistle. At least while they out there. And this is the thing. They haven't said how long they're gonna be out there for. They haven't said, what's the timeline of when they expected for this to end. So this may take 2 months, 6 months, a year. But let's listen to some more.
You know, coming in as the mayor last year, in the first year, I was asking the same thing. Why is it that we are seeing an increase in crime in the last few years? And so I did an audit immediately, and the audit showed that it was a breaking down the ceasefire strategy that the data shows it works. And that broke down in 2018. And so now we are really feeling the symptom of what happened, what took place in the breaking down of ceasefire. And of course, that was not under my administration. But with that being said, we are putting back together the ceasefire strategy that is going to be implemented. I also met with the White House meeting and had a meeting with their leadership.
With the White House, wow.
Violence prevention, and so they will be supporting the city of Oakland. So this is just one strategy. My strategy to crime in Oakland and public safety is 3-pronged, right? It's going to be an accountable and robust police department, and that includes the partnership with CHP, Sheriff's Department, and others. And then, of course, we're going to have to leverage technology, and so we have to leverage our cameras. We have to leverage, the automated speed limit. Technology. And then, of course,
she said we gotta honor. Did you hear that? Monitor the cameras. So they about to be monitoring everything in Oakland right now. And this is the mayor. This is the mayor of Oakland speaking right now. Shang Thao. And this is the mayor of Oakland speaking right now. So they said they about to be monitoring, basically all the cameras that they have access to in Oakland to increase the peace in the city. I'm not making this up, man. This is coming, you know what I'm saying? Straight from you, You know what I mean? From the news, Channel 2 News. You know, it's just a lot going on.
Violence prevention. We have to also prevent crimes from happening. And so that's a three-pronged strategy, and you are now seeing the implementation of that strategy. Yes, the first year we had to open the hood and really see what was underneath it. Now we have, we've already diagnosed the problem, and now we're moving forward with implementation of the solutions.
Many people still waiting for a permanent head of OPD. Update us on the police chief search.
You know, with the police chief search, I did decline the first list because I believe and I know that Oakland deserves the best police chief. As you can tell, we have a lot of issues here in the city of Oakland. And so not anybody can take on this issue. So with that being said, I'm going to continue to.
And they don't even have a speech. They don't even have a police chief right now.
To actually vet the candidates and then send me a list of the possible candidates that I can choose from.
Do you have any timeline at all?
The first list that they sent me did not meet my standard, and the timeline that the police commission said is in March.
I'm just saying.
In March. And so what happens if you get another list of 3 in March and you're not happy with those?
You know, I'm going to be optimistic and say that I'm going to find my next chief in the next list.
Is there something you have in mind that could be?
So they really running the mayor's running the police department. They don't have a police chief right now in Oakland right now.
Up to the police commission to actually vet the candidates, and then they will send over a list to me. And so I go off of that list.
Right. So, but aside from that, you as mayor, you as a longtime Oaklander, is there someone you?
It's fair use, fair use.
You know, I believe that if I had the opportunity, because the chief is going.
I'm just saying, man.
To meet.
So this is the thing. So even in Oakland right now, right? They don't even have a police chief. So to me, I take it as if the mayor is pretty much going to be, you know, she basically running the police department, but that's kind of what the mayor does to a degree anyway, right? But I'm just saying, man, this is, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. You know, Oakland, it's about to be a whole bunch of changes going on, at least for the right now, for the time being. Now, how effective will this be? That's a whole different conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different conversation. But you can't say that they're not trying to crack down on this. You can't say that they're not making an effort. Now, the timeline, the timing of this effort, that's a whole different conversation. Because, like I said, this is election year. You know what I mean? This is election season, election year. You know what I mean? And a lot of corporations and individuals want to look good or look a certain way that they're handling business. So it's just kind of odd for me personally that they're focusing on this right now at this moment as we heading into election year. You know what I mean? We pretty much election season, I should say. You know what I'm saying? So it's real odd that they focusing on that right now in this situation. You know what I mean? And it's like I don't know if this is a good situation or a bad one, you know? I'm not sure yet, but I guess we're going to find out, you know? And like I said, I'm outside. I mean, in my profession, you know, I work, you know, dealing with logistics. So I'm out in trucks and doing different things out here in the streets for business reasons. You feel me? And nothing illegal. Let me make that very clear. I'm out here legitimately handling business. So I'm out here, you know, basically being involved in all these different situations to a degree. You know what I mean? And so I just personally feel like I'm not sure if this is a good thing, but we will find out. You know what I mean? In due time. You know? And it's like, I wonder what other cities is going through this type of experience, you know, in the sense of where they just adding on extra security, you know, extra police, They're going to be monitoring the cameras even that much more. I tell you, man. This definitely going to be a tough situation. We're going to find out, though. You know what I mean? We definitely going to find out in due time how efficient this really works. You know what I mean? And it's like, at the end of the day, right? You know, you just got to ask yourself, man. I'll tell anybody this, right? You know, before you decide to do something criminal, think about the consequences and ask yourself, is it really worth it? You know what I mean? Because a decision you decide to make today will affect your future or will affect you for the rest of your life. So make sure when doing smash and grabs and running up in somebody's house, breaking in somebody's car, you know what I mean? Really think about what you're doing and ask yourself, I don't mind going to jail for this. Ask yourself, I don't mind if somebody end up, shooting me for this. Because you don't know what you're going to get when you go after somebody else's property. You don't know what they have. You don't know what they have access to or who they have access to. You have no idea of that, right? Because I remember seeing this. This was on the news a few years ago. Somebody was trying to steal some guy's car at the gas station out there in Oakland, right? Didn't know the guy that they was trying to steal the car from was a police officer. So he drawed out his weapon. He was about to empty the whole clip on him. And they got out the car and laid on the ground, man. You know what I'm saying? So I understand people are in desperate situations. I understand people are in hardships. I understand, life get very difficult. But that doesn't mean for you to do something to somebody else illegally for the fact that you in a bad position. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just because you hurting, that don't give you the right to take something from somebody else. That doesn't give you that right. You know what I mean? Because we all have struggles. We all have obstacles. We all have things that affects us. You know what I mean? So make your decision wisely. And remember, what you choose to do illegally, eventually it's going to catch up to you. So I want to thank you for watching this live tonight. I'm Sean B. Stoller. If you're new to my channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Drop something in the super chat. If you watch this on the playback, drop something in the super thanks. I appreciate y'all time tonight. I am Sean B. Stoller. Until next time, peace.